Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev. Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 150 of the Reasonable Doubt podcast. As always, we are your hosts, Eric C. Griff.
And J Money.
Higher energy this record.
Yes.
We're not recording at 2:30 in the morning after we work. I work like a 14-hour day.
Dude, yesterday I actually had my first stupid day of work in a while.
Yeah?
Yeah, I worked 8 a.m. till 11.
It's a long-ass day.
It was a long-ass day.
It's a long-ass day.
And I was like, man, why did I used to do this all the time?
One of those ones where you just walk home and fall onto the nearest soft surface.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be here for a minute.
Yeah, I know. That's where I always act like a battered husband when I work days like that.
Well, because you are.
Because I am.
Yeah.
But
we know the wife is the slave driver.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That cracker. Damn crackers.
How's your day? He's like, it's just a long fucking day.
Yeah.
Gotta put fucking food on the table, though.
I'm just gonna keep working.
Yeah, I gotta,
I'm the only one that works for me,
Our finances are completely separate. Just gotta fucking keep the roof over the head. You know how it is.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
You gotta feed our children.
I gotta work my ass off every day.
Yeah, this is just how it is, This is the type of guy you chose to be with. So, what's new with you?
Not much.
Not much?
No, I'm
still doing Christmas?
I know. I'm doing Christmas today.
Yeah.
My last Christmas, and I'm done. Thank God.
It's a freeing feeling.
It is.
I like seeing my family and stuff, but once it's all done, it's like...
Thank God. Yeah.
Life just returns to normal again.
I'm thinking that, I might not even stay overnight. I might...
Yeah?
Yeah, I might just drive home tonight and be like,
How far is it?
It's 40 minutes.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go home.
Have a beer and be like, cool, thanks.
Yeah,
Good
be
to
responsible.
see you. Yeah.
Don't be the, drunk asshole at your family Christmas.
I know, it's so weird for me.
I love being the drunk asshole.
Yeah. I don't know.
Especially when there's, fucking kids around.
So,
you playing Mario Kart? Show me your fucking Mario Karts.
let me see. You want to get cooked? You want to get cooked on Mario Kart?
Fucking day?
I don't know if you know this, but Uncle Christian gonna kick your ass in Mario Kart.
I know all the fucking secret lanes.
Yeah.
I know all the shortcuts.
Yeah, you've never seen someone wreck you like this, huh?
Mm-hmm. This one I was showing off. If you have a green shell or something, you can hold it behind you. You know about this?
Okay, what?
So if you have a green shell in Mario Kart,
Drop it behind you.
you can hold it there before you drop it.
Yeah.
And if someone's got a red shell coming at you, it cancels that out.
Really?
Yeah.
I know about the one. There's one where the race starts. I can't remember what track it is. Race starts and you come around, and if you hit and get a green shell,
Yeah.
then you come around the corner and there's a wall separating you and the finish line. And you shoot it at the wall and then drive at it, and it bounces back and hits you, and you do the flip.
Yeah.
And you flip over the wall, and then you start
Just
again.
bust that out at family Christmas,
Dude,
and blow
and-
some minds.
Dude, yeah, you just keep lapping them. Yeah, it's like the second from the right will always be the green shell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's sweet.
Cheating.
It is straight cheating.
It's straight. But how do you not do it if you know how?
If you know, it's like, why not?
Why not? There you go. What were you gonna say? Sorry, you were...
So I had a dream.
Okay. Careful, the CIA might kill you.
I had...
Don't go too far.
I had this dream that I was living in Jamaica, in the mountains in Jamaica.
Okay.
And...
The Kush Mountains is what they're called.
Nope, that's not what they're called.
They're
That's
called
Afghanistan.
It's Jamaica because they smoke weed there.
Yeah, they're called the Blue Mountains, actually.
Yeah.
Um...
Anyway. Agree to disagree.
Yeah. Maps are wrong. So I had this dream, and I was living there as a Jamaican, But me, I was me.
Okay.
But like living very immersed in Jamaica.
Like Martin Luther King Jr. 2. Like, I had a dream I was also a black man.
I had a dream that I looked down at my hands and they were black.
Well, they were white, and then you flipped them over to the backs of the hands, and they
And
were
I was
black.
like, oh,
Oh, shit!
upgrade!
I took out a piss, and I went to take a piss in the morning. I had to two-hand it, and I was like, whoa.
Get in there.
What is going on?
No, but I had a dream that I had dreadlocks.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to grow my dreads out.
You're going to grow them out again?
Yeah.
How long is this going to take? It takes a while, doesn't it?
Look, my hair's kind of long now.
Because it's like wound, right? Like it's...
What?
Like if you had straight hair, to dread them, it makes them shorter, right?
Yeah, to some degree, because it's matted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
It's a super misconception that they're dirty and dread smell. That is not true.
That's
pure. I'm going to tell you right now. That is pure white people racism.
You know what I think it is? I think it's not that dreads smell.
It's that the hippies that wear them.
The average white girl that has dreads stinks.
Yeah, because they're hippies.
Yeah, I use natural soap.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, dreads definitely don't smell. I can tell you because I was in Jamaica and they just smell like cologne and deodorant, all of them. Yeah.
Are you smelling them all?
No, but like you're hanging out with people, like a room full of guys with dreadlocks, and it's like there's no BO smell. It smells a lot cleaner than going to a fucking video game convention in Canada.
That's true. Fuck me. Yeah. Fuck me. You forget sometimes when you're like hot young men like we are.
Yeah.
That there are some fucking creatures out there.
There are creatures.
There are creatures. Like the type of dude that wears basketball shorts for underwear.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's weird.
Like basketball shorts underneath sweatpants.
Yeah, and that's like acceptable
That's acceptable
attire for
to
them.
them?
That's
Yeah.
so fucking weird, dude.
I know.
It's really good for your testicular health, though. Crazy enough.
Yeah, I know. I can't do it. I can't do loose
I need the
boxers.
support.
I need it, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Apparently you're supposed to let him just dangle, though.
You're supposed to. Yeah.
But I'm afraid I'm going to smack him on stuff.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But smack him on shit, or like, I am terrified of testicular torsion.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, that's a real
I've
thing.
never had it, but I know people that have had it, and they're like, it's like throw up immediately from the pain.
Yeah, like you just wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I have to puke because my balls are killing
And
me.
you like can't do anything.
Yeah.
Because it hurts so bad. You just kind of lay there and like,
Well, because it's like tight in there, so you go to like move around and extend, and they're twisted.
Yeah. I'm naked like I would say 75% of the time in my apartment.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
You're butt ass naked the whole time?
Butt ass naked a lot of the time.
Are you serious? That's so much?
Yeah.
Dude, but I've slept on your couch.
Yeah, I don't sit on the couch naked.
That's a lie.
That's a lie to make you feel better.
What?
But like in the winter, it's fine because it's cold in here, so everything's, you know. But like in the summer, like if I turn around too quickly, I'm like knocking stuff off the table. And whoop, bang.
Dude, but yeah, I'm gonna get dreadlocks.
I'm in support. I think
Are
it's
you?
gonna be fun, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
I think it'll be fun to have like just.
Why not?
I'm just gonna. What I've decided to do is to just let my hair do whatever it wants.
There you go.
Yeah, and it'll eventually turn into dreads. I'm just gonna grow it and let it do whatever it wants.
As you get more and more dreads, you need to like layer the accent on more and more. Like slowly introduce it. Don't just one
Like
day.
the first little bit of like when it gets poofy.
Yeah.
And like maybe a little bit of dreading start, then be like, hey, Wagwan.
Yeah, hit him with that.
Yeah.
Like, not with the accent, just say the words.
Wagwan. Yeah.
Wagwan. But you need to, like, slowly introduce it, because if one day you just start speaking like a Jamaican guy, everyone's going to be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you gotta move into it.
But you gotta, like, slowly, so people don't notice it's happening.
Yeah. That's honestly a sweet idea.
That is, and then one day it'll just be bumbaclot everything.
Yeah.
But no one will call you on it.
Dude, I just feel like I'm at this point in life where I wanna...
You're at the fuck it point?
I'm at the fuck it point. Yeah, like I'm gonna turn 30 and I'm just like...
Fuck it.
Fuck it, man. Why can't I do whatever the fuck I want to do?
You can do whatever the fuck
I can
you
do
wanna
whatever the fuck I
You
want,
can do
right?
whatever you want all the time.
Yeah.
There's consequences, to doing whatever the fuck you want all the time, but you can do it.
I can do it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what are the consequences of having dreads?
None.
Like relatively zero.
Relatively. I mean, you might get passed over for like an office job, but I think other than that.
About what office job?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're good. People are gonna ask you about it.
You think so?
Yep.
I'm just gonna tell them I'm a Rastafarian.
Then yeah, what are they gonna say to that? No, you're not. How would you know?
Yeah, I'll be like, what?
Yeah, of course I am.
Yeah, I'm a Rastafarian. I go to Jamaican church.
Every time I saw a white girl with dreads in public, though, I used to like shout.
What? You would shout
I'd
at
be
me?
like, "White girl with dreads!" To like alert people,
just so everyone knows.
around my friends.
I don't want
I'd be
people
like, "White girl,
shocked.
dreadlocks." Especially when it was like, you know, they had girls that grow like dreadlocks and then tie those dreadlocks into like a ponytail or a bun or something.
Okay,
Especially that.
I will say this: when I had dreads, the last thing I had, like I could put them all back.
Yeah.
And I could get the two that came off like the bottom of my head, and I could just wrap those and tie it.
Yeah.
And that was, dude, it's a built-in ponytail. It's sick. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And when you see like old dudes, like my buddy's dad when we were growing up, he was Jamaican, and his dad had like long dreads. They were like lifelong Rastas.
Yeah.
Like I think his dad was probably born in the 70s. Like he was older. So, like, definitely came up in Jamaica being, like, a teenager in the 80s when fucking...
Yeah, when that was huge.
Yeah, like, Rastafarian was, like, still fucking massive and had an enormous religious influence in the country.
Yeah.
And he had dreads, I'm not shitting you, like, down to his knees.
Jesus.
Yeah, so he would take them. He would take them over his shoulder and then wrap them and put it in like this big fucking self-tying knot.
Like a turban around his head?
No, he'd like pull it up and like there'd be the loop that comes down the backside and then he'd wrap it around and tie it. So it would be, he would half the length of it. It'd be like only halfway down his back, but it would also, the whole thing would also be the knot holding it together.
Jesus.
But it would sit like a fucking, man, probably like...
That far off the back of his head?
Probably like that far out off the back of his head. Yeah. Man, so...
How do you sit in a chair?
Oh, you just chill in a chair. What are you talking about?
I feel like if you had some with a headrest.
Oh, like, yeah, maybe.
Turn your head to the side.
But, like, dreadlocks, it's crazy how thick some people's... Like, Rita Marley, Bob Marley's wife, got shot in the head point blank.
Yeah, and the dread caught it.
Yeah, it, like, she had still had... it still, like, broke the skin, but it didn't fracture the skull. It, like, chipped her skull.
It's like a helmet.
Yeah, and she just had her dreads wrapped up like a turban.
Yeah.
Just had them, like, wrapped up with a dress over them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You ever see those guys with one big dread?
Yeah, I don't love that look.
That's gotta stink in the inside.
I would think. There's no way you're getting... That's what I'm saying, like
moisture would get in there and it would...
it just
not be
never
able to
dries
get
out. Especially if you got, like, thick, nappy hair, like... Well, that's what it's called.
I know. It's
called nappy.
Nappy-headed hoes.
But yeah, like, I can imagine that'd be fucking...
All right, if you want to get dreads, I'll grow my hair out and I'll get a Jerry curl.
Dude, that's awesome.
Could you imagine? Like, I sleep with a bonnet every night.
You have, like, 2 years before you have to do it. I'll have to grow my hair, like,
I'll be 29.
I do have to stop brushing my hair. I brushed my hair this morning, and I need to, like, not do that.
Yeah, you need to stop.
Yeah.
I'll get a Jerry curl. Like, I know they fall out if you don't maintain them.
That would, like, it just goes back to straight, right?
Yeah, especially with straight hair like mine. I have very straight hair. So, but I'll get a Jerry curl for a while. Look like Ice Cube in the 90s.
Dude, that'd be sick.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do, like, a little thin mustache,
Dude,
too.
honestly, it'd be cool as
just
fuck.
Just the top of the lip.
Yeah.
Walk out, what's up, playa?
Dude, we could just...
Do you want to be like 90s black guys?
Yeah. You know how fucking cool that would be? Holy fuck.
Or we could go we could be like 70s black guys.
Dude, get froze, get perms.
Get perms.
Massive perms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I could
Start
be
speaking
down.
in jive. I gotta learn more jive.
Yeah, I only know jive turkey.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck, that would actually be, and then people would just look at us and be like, "What the fuck?" Is that
just dress up in like big open suits and in like crazy colors.
Yeah, like with the wide legs.
Yeah, with the big ass wide legs. And just walk around and like pick into my fucking
snapping.
Right? Going to the mall.
Going to the.
You fuck but we can't go to the bar anymore. You gotta go to the mall, and then you go to the club.
Yeah, we go to the club.
Yeah, you don't go to bars. There's no more pubs. You have to go to the mall to hang out.
Yeah.
Or you go to a club.
Or you like stand outside leaning on your car.
Yeah.
And smoke.
Yeah, or just like toothpicking. And when girls walk by, you just go.
Mm-hmm. Whistle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. That'd be like, fuck, that'd be so sick.
Dude, that.
We could shoot dice.
Man. Cultural appropriation is so much fun.
And then just like disco dance and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking.
See, why can't we do cultural appropriation?
That's appreciation. That's not appropriate.
It is. It's just, I'm just appreciating how awesome
how fucking sick that is.
Yeah.
And we could smoke really garbage weed.
Yeah, be like, man, I got this grass off a Mexican.
This reefer.
Yeah, reefer. Oh.
This reefer will fuck you up. And then it's like the worst weed you've ever
yeah.
done.
What is that? 8%? 8% THC.
I smoked 4 or 5 of these joints.
Yeah, I'll be right fucking almost stoned.
Yeah, fucking smoking weed and drinking Alizé.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude. Alizé, keep me crispy. Dude,
Alizé's too sweet. Beer make you fat. That's 2026.
Yeah.
Give me a year.
That's the thing. I need a year to get ready.
I need to get ready. And then you'll see that'll be J Money.
I don't know how I'm going to manage your wedding and
becoming a 70s black guy.
And slowly growing towards that. I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to get it styled.
You will, yeah. You have to go to a barber.
No, I'll have to go to a hairdresser to get it styled.
You go to a hairdresser now.
Yeah, I know, but she's been giving me this, like, similar cuts for a while. I'll have to
throw her off.
I'm going to have to be like, look, I'm growing this long. Like, it needs to be.
Yeah, just style it.
Yeah.
You just have to keep it styled for a day.
Yeah, maybe I'll just go
there's
in
like
the
some
day
wicked
of.
product or something they could put in there.
Yeah, just like, and I'll just do a big crazy fucking thing.
I put like hair gel in my hair sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? It feels a little gay.
To put hair gel in?
Yeah.
Yeah, our friend
and not in
Rick Daisy puts hair gel in.
Yeah, and not in a homosexual way. In a like, I shouldn't be taking that much care. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, because I'll put like when my hair was shorter, I would put like a little bit of clay in.
Yeah.
Just to like keep it styled. Mm-hmm. But gel, for some reason, just makes me
feel like I'm selling cars.
Yeah, gel makes me think that you're a deeply closeted homosexual who is quite vocally homophobic. Like
one of those guys.
You know what I mean? Where it's like,
yeah.
I can say something's gay, but I'm not homophobic, so it's fine.
I'm an ally.
Yeah.
I have gay
Whereas,
friends.
like, there's guys that are obviously deeply closeted, but then will say some outlandish and, like, not acceptable shit.
Yeah. It'll be like you'll tell that guy that a gay guy's coming around. He's like, that's fine by me as long as he doesn't try to suck my dick.
Yeah, and you're like, bro, what?
Bro, he's not going to try. He's married.
Yeah,
he's not gonna
married.
Try.
He doesn't, and you're gross.
That's so funny.
No one wants your fucking frosty tips. Get out of here.
The type of straight dude that's like, as long as he doesn't try to fuck my ass.
Yeah,
it's like, well, you're gross. You're disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, you are not his type.
Yeah. Why is this a consideration?
This guy bangs like exclusively skinny, hairless gay men.
Yeah.
He's not trying to fuck you, the pipe fitter.
The pipe fitter with bleach tips.
Yeah. You haven't showered this week yet. Yeah. He's not trying to fuck you.
What happened to frosty tips?
I think they just left. Well, yeah, they just left.
Do you think they'll come back?
Yeah. Things move in cycles, man.
You know who's going to bring it back? The only people who have ever looked cool with frosty tips.
Albinos.
What? No, the opposite of them. Asians.
The natural enemy of the albino.
Yeah, Asians. Everyone
Yeah.
knows that Mongolians killed the albinos.
That's the thing with fashion. If you're like a hot Asian dude, you can do literally anything.
Yeah.
And
You
get
can
away
do
with it.
any style.
Have you seen the Asian guys that dress up like cholos?
What?
Yeah.
See, why can they just do whatever they
In
want?
Japan, there's a huge culture for like lowriders and LA hip hop.
Oh, I do know about this, that they do like cosplay West Coast Gangbanger.
Yeah, but they have like lowriders over there. It's got to be crazy expensive, but
Probably not.
they like modify their cars and they dress like Mexicans,
Like cholos.
like cholo, like with the high socks and the long shorts and the like wife beaters and shit.
What?
Yeah.
That's actually sick, dude.
There's also there's like 50s rock cosplayers over there. Like they all dress up like Elvis and shit, but like young Elvis, like Jailbird Rock
Yeah.
or Jailhouse Rock.
Like, what's
yeah.
going on in Japan?
They
Do they
got
just do
nuked.
whatever they want?
They got nuked and then got all their culture from the States. So they have this weird like old school culture of like traditional Japanese stuff, and then like hyper fixated on American culture. So they're like a mix of all these things.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. And then there's anime, which I'm not even going to get into.
Dude, I honestly love anime.
Do you?
Yeah. Do you not?
No, I can't fucking stand it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it grosses me out.
Why?
It's gross to me.
Why is it gross?
The voice acting fucking kills me.
What are you talking? Oh, like for English dub?
Yeah. Anime fans in general. There's a few that are fine, but anime fans in general gross me out.
Man, have you ever watched a good anime?
I have. I've watched
like,
Cowboy Bebop, which was really, really
It's
good.
great.
Initial D was good.
Okay.
So there's shows that I like that are good.
Yeah.
But then any single one where there's like the focus of the show is teenage girls.
Okay, yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like good, like Akira.
Okay.
Akira's a movie.
Okay.
It was like,
I mean, like, yeah, the
it was
Ghibli
the first,
stuff's fine.
Yeah, Studio Ghibli. But Akira was the first anime movie, I believe.
Okay.
And it's entirely hand drawn. That's fucking super.
So
cool.
like the older stuff is fine. The voice acting fucking kills me.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Yeah.
With the whiny girls, and then the guys are like, I don't know. I think she might like me. Like that shit fucking, I hate it. It grosses me.
Have you ever listened to Japanese girls talk and Japanese guys? That's their intonation.
Yeah, I know.
Like, Japanese guys talk with very like,
Yeah, what the fuck you doing?
and then like
Calm
the
down.
girls are like,
Yeah, I know.
they cover their mouth and shit when they laugh.
Not
No,
for me.
really?
Not for me. You're
Crazy.
infantilizing yourself. And that doesn't do it for me.
I suppose, yeah, you are to some degree.
Yeah. And I'm like, I can't fucking...
Yeah.
Why? Because, okay, your natural voice isn't like that. You're doing that.
No, I think they are naturally like that.
I don't think so.
I know lots of women who naturally have like a super high voice.
Yeah, having a high voice is... It's not the high pitch of the voice. It's how they talk. It's their cadence. And like...
That's just Japanese cadence, dude.
But I know when they go home and they're by themselves, they're not like... You know what I mean? They're doing that.
You think so?
I think so. I think the second they get home, they like take a deep breath and they're like, okay. And then they just live their life normally. That's what I think.
We should go and live in Japan and find out. Do some investigative journalism.
You just... We're gonna do some investigative. I'm gonna date a Japanese woman.
We'll go over. We'll get Japanese wives, and we'll just find out if that's how.
Purely for the journalism.
Just for journal, and then in a year we leave them, and then we just come back to our lives. It's not bad.
If I could make a year, then yeah.
If you could like do it for a year.
Yeah.
Well,
I think like 3 months in.
for
I would
journalism,
just, like,
you know.
For journalism, yeah.
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 They
I
rub
don't-
your feet apparently when you come home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a big thing Japanese wives do.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know either. But
In my head.
I know they do have wife. I know they do have
Japanese-
wife school.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about this?
That's the thing. I think if you're rich enough to have one of those women to be your wife, I think they also just have like women that work.
They're just
like,
normal.
That are just normal.
Yeah.
But
And
in
you're
my
like,
head,
no,
my
I work
Japanese
9 to
wife
5.
like rubs my feet and sucks my dick the second I get home.
Yeah, and you're like, what more do you want from life?
Yeah.
What else do you need?
That's right. That's basically all you need.
Actually, speaking of, I was talking to my wife today about getting someone to do our laundry.
Yeah.
So
Fluff and fold, baby.
yeah, we're looking into like how much it costs to hire like someone to do your laundry.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually somewhat affordable. I think I'm gonna not do laundry anymore.
Most laundromats have a fluff and fold service.
Really?
You just drop your clothes off in a bag and they call you when it's done. You come pick them up.
So apparently dry cleaners
Yep, they'll do
have
that
the
too.
same thing.
Yep.
But they'll like start your collars, press your pants.
Yeah, everything's folded and ironed.
Yeah, everything's folded and ironed, like good shape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like your whites are obviously going to come out whiter than ever. Your collars are all in good shape.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I suck at laundry. I was never trained how to do this.
No. Yeah, exactly. That's okay. Like, not even being a douche about this. I know that some people are listening.
Yeah, but it's like, it's a skill to
yeah,
launder clothes.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I know people are listening and they're like,
Look at these lazy sacks of shit.
yeah, I can't believe you would get someone to do your laundry, do your own fucking laundry. But like,
I've been doing my own laundry.
yeah, I've been doing my laundry and I'm not very good at
I
it.
fucking hate it.
Yeah, I hate it. I'm not good at it. Like,
If there's one chore that I could eliminate, it would be laundry.
yeah,
Taking it down to the laundry room and doing that
It's a
sucks
pain in my
already
ass.
because I got to share it with a bunch of people. And then when you bring it back up and you got to fold it, and you got
that's
to
the
put
thing.
it all away.
Imagine picking it up and it's all folded and grouped and organized for you. And it's like, perfect.
Yeah, like if I ever had a ton of money, first two things I would do is like have a laundry service and then have like a house cleaner.
Yeah.
I would have a house cleaner that would come in like 4 days a week and just fucking.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? I hate cleaning my house.
I don't know. I think I'm going to maybe do this.
How much is it?
I think it's like $200.
A month?
No, per... Like, it depends on the usage, right? Like, for what they're saying is like a load of all your clothes. But it's like, okay, well, what if I don't want to bring in that much each time?
Yeah, true.
If I
Should
go,
look into this.
if I do it once a week, I don't love the idea of $200 a week, but at the same time, like, it does free up a lot of time for me.
$800 a month. That's rent.
Yeah, that's fine.
In laundry.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Man, I can sew like reasonably well. You know what I don't do? I don't make my own suits. We have a tailor for that.
That's true.
Like, you have people who are good at these things, so why not use them to do those things?
That's what they do. I know. I would do a fluff and fold. I got to do fucking laundry today, and I'm already dreading it.
I'm gonna look into it. Yeah,
Yeah,
look
into it. Let me know what you think. Let
And be
me
like-
know what you see.
Yeah. Like, imagine if it's something like, yeah, you drop it off at the dry cleaners, all your laundry, and it's fucking $80, $60, and it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Man, like $60, I'd pay $60 a week.
Yeah, for sure I would.
Absolutely, I'd pay
That
$60.
is in the realm of what I would do.
Yeah, $60 a week is like, cool. I will put it all in a garbage bag and bring it to the fucking dry cleaner and like,
See you in a couple hours.
Yeah, see you in a few hours.
see
Yeah,
you
see you
tomorrow.
tomorrow. I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that immediately.
Why not? And like, it's not even just that you're getting your laundry done. It's the fact that like things are going to come out cleaner and in better shape than you could have ever gotten them.
Yeah.
And like having shit pressed and folded and like having your shirts all ironed and everything. Bro.
Yeah, I know. And plus, it would free up a bunch of time for me to do important work.
Yeah, like sitting around.
Like sitting around and scrolling Instagram reels for an hour and a half.
Yeah, I have shit to do on Instagram.
I got scrolling to do.
Yeah. How am I supposed to keep up with all the celebs?
How am I supposed to keep up on the latest memes?
Yeah,
I'm
such
getting
as
old, man.
such as the fact that we don't have a prime minister right now.
Well, he's still the prime minister.
When's he done?
They're having a leadership race. It'll be announced in March.
He's officially resigned though.
He's resigned, but he's still the prime minister until a new leader of the party takes over.
I
which will
don't
be in
think
March.
so.
Yeah. I don't think we can have not a prime minister because you're only the prime minister when you're the leader of the party in charge, right? It's not like the president where you elect them. So he's still the leader of the party. He's just announced his intention to step down pending a leadership race.
Oh, yeah. So he's staying on.
He's staying on until
as
the next
PM
leader.
and Liberal leader until the party chooses a new leader. So he is done, though, soon.
Yeah, soon, like March. I think it's March.
That's crazy, eh?
Mm-hmm. And then we get taken over by the states, and
Yeah, I fucking
then
so
I'm
sick
gonna
of hearing.
I'm gonna die in London,
Okay.
Ontario, because I'm gonna have to shoot a couple fucking American soldiers, and then they nuke me from orbit.
Okay, so here's something that's actually been driving me nuts. I feel like everyone is losing their mind. Because like a long time ago, there was conspiracy theorists and they were separate from everyone. And then it became like the real crazy conspiracies were coming out of the right wing, like super far right wing. It was like some crazy conspiracy theories. And now those people are still there. And now the super far left wing also has these conspiracies that like the United States is now owned by Russia and they're going to buy Canada and Canada's going to be the 52nd state of, or 53rd state of fucking 51st state? No, 52nd. There's 51 states.
There's 50 states.
There's 51
There's
states.
50 states. Holy fuck!
Am I way off today? Get the fuck out of here. For real?
There's 50 states, yeah. There's 50 stars on the flag.
Holy shit. I thought Alaska was the 51st.
50th.
Oh my
I
God.
think Obama slipped up and said
said
51st once. Or it was either Alaska or Hawaii became the 51st. Or like he said.
But Puerto
51st.
Rico's not included, right?
Puerto Rico's not a state, no.
Yeah, it's just a country that they own.
It's a territory, I think. It's
Yeah.
called.
Crazy. But anyway, they're not buying Canada.
Trump's saying he's putting economic pressure on Canada to join the United States as the 51st state.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I know, but it's a crazy thing for the next leader of the United States to say. That is a crazy thing
Man,
to say.
he says crazy shit all the time.
I know, but I'm not giving him a pass. You're a world leader. You're the
Yeah,
president
he
of the
says
United
stupid
States.
shit like he's a puppet. I can't. Man, they say crazy shit all the time.
Okay, if the leader of Germany said, "I'm going to take Poland,"
Okay, but they actually did do that.
they did do that, and that,
Yeah.
I mean, it's you can't just be like, "Oh, it's Trump," whatever. If Biden said he was going to try and economically take over Canada, people would take it very seriously.
You know how serious it would be?
It's because we have natural resources.
You know how seriously awesome it would be for us to join the United States?
Not awesome.
It would be great.
Not awesome.
We would make U.S. dollars. It's worth way more money.
Yeah, but our
And I
economies
could
be
move.
intertwined.
And I could move to Texas finally.
You can do that anyway.
No, I need to get citizenship.
You can get a visa.
Not only that, dude, my business would explode. I would make so much money if we could tap into U.S. markets.
I would be down for a freer trade agreement.
What,
we are a
like
sovereign nation. We gotta
Increase
keep it that.
NAFTA.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't love the idea of being part of the States, but I'm gonna be honest with you, like,
Or we could have like an EU thing where there's like free travel and free work between states.
here's something I'm gonna throw out there.
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't love Brian Mulroney, but I love Brian Mulroney.
Love is a
He was one of the best prime ministers we've ever had. I'm gonna throw that out there, but you're like, that's wrong. But okay. If the president of the United States made a comment like that while Brian Mulroney was prime minister, he would literally have told them to go fuck themselves and to never say something like that about Canada. The fact that Trudeau is such a gutless pussy that a comment like that got made and you just sloughed it off.
he didn't.
Dude,
He said there's not a snowball's chance in hell that Canada ever becomes part of the United States.
Good.
And
Okay.
then we've had this is like
and
the
I
most,
take back calling him a gutless pussy.
It's like the most unifying moment because every single premier, regardless of party,
Was
has
like,
like
"Get
gotten
fucked."
together and they were like, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
Like Doug Ford was on Fox News. I don't know if you saw that. And he's saying there, he's like, "No, we're Canadians. Like, this isn't happening. We're not going to let this happen." Because I think Doug Ford threatened to cut off power from our hydro plant
To the U.S.
to the Northeast.
Yeah.
Because he's like, "No, that's
Yeah,
not."
because we supply the Pickering Power Plant and Niagara Power supply like a lot of Buffalo
the
and
Northeast,
New York and stuff.
So he's like, we'll cut the power off. And then the Fox News host was like, I find that offensive. And he's like, how? And he's like, I thought everyone in the world wanted to be Americans. That's why they're always hopping our border and getting here illegally.
Yeah, we don't want to.
I personally, if I was Canadian, would take it as an honor, and I'm insulted that you guys aren't taking it an honor to become Americans.
They're so fucking
I know.
conceited. It's impossible.
I know. It's impossible.
It is impossible.
Not everyone wants to be an American, okay?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, like, that's actually fucking insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like, I would love to have my U.S. citizenship, but I never want this to be the U.S.
I want to be, but that's your choice.
I just want, it's my individual choice. I would like to be able to go to the States and do business in the States.
Yeah.
But I don't want them to come here.
Yeah. Yeah, leave this alone.
Yeah, I see your education system. We're way smarter than you guys. You guys are proofs in the pudding, you narcissistic fucks.
I've seen Americans abroad.
Yeah, they're
I don't want
stupid.
that.
You guys are dumb as fuck. It's actually, like, unfathomable
If you're
how
ever in
conceited
another
you are.
country, you will have no problem spotting the Americans there.
Yeah.
Well, you'll hear them first. They're
Yeah, you
loud
can
as
hear them.
fuck.
They're loud and obnoxious. Ha ha, Susan, that was wonderful. Wow, look at them. They don't even know. They don't even understand how ridiculous this is.
I really like it here, but they don't have the freedom.
Yeah, they don't have what we have in the United States: freedom to choose between Myers and Walmart. Like, you
walking around in Germany with like a World War two-time champion shirt on.
Dude, like, yeah, I they don't understand that, like, Canadians, like,
We have our own identity.
yeah. You guys lie when you travel abroad and put Canadian flags on your fucking backpack so that people don't hate you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we don't want to be a part of
you. You know how long it took us to build that?
Yeah, we don't want that. People like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've also seen things in the works for an economic union between the UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. As like a response to this.
UK, Canada, what?
Australia, New Zealand.
To say what? Like,
to have like more of a leg to stand on against American
Well, we're the
influence.
Commonwealth countries of the UK, right?
Yeah, but like a more on paper, more solidified economic and like a freedom of movement and freedom of work that like the EU has.
Yeah.
Where like you can travel to any of these places, no visa, you can work there indefinitely, you can live there, that kind of thing.
We should have that more.
Have a common currency between the four.
I've always thought that we should have more of that in the Commonwealth countries. I don't understand why we never did. Because it's like, yeah, I understand that we have our independence, but we are still very much intertwined with the monarchy.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't do that.
Like, why is that not it? Because of that, I'm not opposed to. We're super intertwined with the royalty right now. Mm-hmm. People can be mad about the monarchy all they want. If you're mad about the monarchy, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, but even like monarchy aside, like culturally and...
Yeah, we're very similar to these people, and we come from them.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You know where we don't come from?
Where?
You know where. Just south of China.
We're having an economic agreement with Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the UK, and Thailand.
India. I was saying India.
Oh, okay.
That was an Indian joke. Come on, man.
Okay. I thought you were talking about like white guys in Bangkok.
No.
Okay, we took two different shots. It was different.
Why would we talk about white guys in Bangkok?
Because they're creepy. We always talk about white people in the Southern Hemisphere.
That's
and
true.
how it freaks me out.
That's weird, yeah. But
Wait, what
now,
the fuck are you doing there?
I'm actually kind of insulted that he would say that about Canada. Mm-hmm. It's insulting.
It is insulting.
Why don't you guys pick up Mexico? Oh, because they're not full of natural resource? Interesting. But you want to sit there and battle...
We look like Americans, that's why.
Yeah, but they want to sit there and battle them on fucking drug wars that are happening. Why don't you just occupy that country and then you can control it?
He's talked about invading Mexico to stop the cartels.
Yeah.
Which would just kill tons of people and not work.
You know what? Actually, I don't think that's the worst idea in the world.
It would be like the cartels aren't like a an organized fighting force. You know what I mean? They're organized, but it's splintered and there's groups and it's not like you're fighting the Mexican
It's organized
army,
crime,
right?
Yeah,
They've never been able to beat organized crime,
yeah, even in their own country.
even in their own country. He's talked about retaking over the Panama Canal,
What?
which
Is he on a global conquest?
and he's talked about taking Greenland.
Oh, I did hear about him saying that, and that I guess a bunch of Greenland, like Denmark people, were like, "Get the fuck out of here," and Greenland was like, "No,
Yeah,
no, we'll bomb the shit out of you."
Yeah. Well, if you take Greenland,
You shouldn't fuck with those guys. The Nordics are like splitting atoms and shit. Like, dude, they're gonna come
Where
ruin
do you
your day.
Do you know where all of the Ozempic and Wegovy come from?
Where from there?
Denmark.
Really?
Yeah. You cut off the fucking Ozempic to the States?
Yeah, and they'll just get fatter again. This is part of. This is okay. This is a like systemic thing that I actually do notice with them is their education's piss poor. Mm-hmm. Like they have horrendous levels of education.
Yeah, it's really bad.
And it's only getting worse. And then they're also really fat. Like no, like I
know I get
serious.
you. It's just
I'm
the way
being
you
serious.
said
I'm
it.
being serious. They're also like really, really fat and terribly unhealthy, like fat and then uneducated. So what do you have? You have an entire population of people that are like basically like cattle. Like they're just.
Do you think it's by design?
Yeah, they're like fat and dumb. And they're slow and unmotivated, and they like won't do anything when you try to change things. And that's just the way that they're set up, and it's perfect for them. But the problem with their little theory of taking over the rest of the world is the rest of the entire planet, except for the United States, is not like that.
Yeah.
Everyone else is not like that.
Yeah.
Like it's gross. It's actually grotesquely apparent to me because I'll go over to the States sometimes to go over to Port Huron and shit, go shopping or whatever.
Yeah.
Or go over to Buffalo.
It is a stark difference.
It is, dude, I can drive an hour west and go into Port Huron in Michigan. And I'm not joking. The one day, the wife went into the bathroom at the entrance to Myers. And I'm sitting at the entrance to Myers, and it's like, morbidly obese, morbidly obese, morbidly obese, morbidly obese, morbidly obese, morbidly obese. One thin person walked in and heard them talk, and I was like, oh, they're fucking Canadian. The only like at regular sized person I saw, I was like, oh, they're Canadian. They're not American.
I noticed a lot of differences last time I was in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Like, attitudes are different. People
Yeah.
shove you to get by.
Yeah.
Like,
They're like cattle.
yeah, they're like cattle, but there's so much less consideration for other people.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot more of them. They're more densely populated.
They're more
right?
densely populated.
That's
but
why we have the
everything-
culture clash. Like not even being funny. That's why we have a culture clash in Canada between Indians and Canadians. Is because Indian people come from a densely populated area where like a lot of those customs are normal. It's not an intentional rudeness. It's just the way they are.
Yeah, they don't.
It's
give
the way
space.
culture is there. They don't care about space the way we do. Canadians, you think about, 20 years ago, our population across the country was like 30 million. Across our gigantic country.
Yeah.
Like, we all have lots of space and, like, respect people's space. Like, the Nordic countries are all like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Nordic countries, people stand like 3 feet apart in line.
Yeah, we've been social distancing for a long time. Yeah, that is a weird thing. I got in line at like a fucking McDonald's or something, grabbing a pop
Where?
in Buffalo.
Yeah.
And the person behind me is standing like fucking with their dick in my ass. And I'm like, dude, you're not going to get there any faster. Like, why the fuck are you so close to me?
Yeah.
And so I like looked back and I was like, excuse me. He's like, what? I'm waiting in line. I was like, yeah, you back the fuck up, man. Like, why you're touching me?
Yeah, like,
move. Get the fuck away from me. Like, why are you touching me, dude?
Yeah. Or people just cut lines.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, they're like, go fuck yourself, fuck you.
Yeah.
And like keep moving. Yeah.
It's like, what?
Dude, it was crazy. Like we were waiting in line to get into Salem Field in Buffalo to go see a Bison's game, which is like a minor league baseball game. It was during a weekday at like 5.
Yeah.
It was like not that crazy. And like I start walking to go in, and this guy with his kid just like arm in front of my chest, like again goes and runs through the security.
Really?
And it was like, everyone was just like, yeah, it's normal.
What?
Like, yeah, they're rude. They're rude people.
Americans are rude,
I'm not going to say individually they're all rude, but on the whole, they're much ruder than we are.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing, though. We're notably polite. All the Nordic countries are like that. They're notably polite and, like, kind.
Yeah. But it's like, it's a surface level polite.
Yeah,
right?
it's
Because
just...
there's a lot of coldness.
Yeah.
Like, if you compare, like, how people actually care about other people, like, deep down, in places like the South...
Yeah, they're like real community based.
They're real community based. They're like, when they ask you how they're doing, they're actually asking.
Yeah.
But like here, it's like the surface level formalities, and the like how you go about your day is much more polite here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people are just assholes in their own head.
Yeah, that's
right.
fair.
And then like in places like Finland and Sweden and stuff, you don't drum up conversation with people.
Yeah, because it's rude. You're wasting their time.
It's incredibly... They're like, I don't know you.
Yeah,
Why
I don't know you.
Me?
You're wasting my time. What do you want?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, it's strange. You'll freak people out.
Yeah,
I guess.
Sweden,
if you're just like...
Sweden and Norway and shit.
If you're like waiting at a bus stop, you're like, how are you today? They'd be like...
Fine.
Fuck you. What are you talking? Do I know you?
I'm fine. What do you want?
Which is like what people say, because when people immigrate to like Sweden and Finland and Norway and stuff...
Which they don't.
But like... They'll take people that are like
Close.
experts in their field.
Yeah.
You know, like high. They'll take like engineers and scientists and stuff like that.
That's how our immigration system used to work instead of collecting Uber drivers.
But people would go over there and be like, "I've lived here for 2 years and I haven't made a friend."
Yeah, which is
because
crazy.
It's impossible to make a friend.
It's crazy. I actually watched a breakdown. I'm sure that this video's made it all over the place if you've seen it. It's a prophet. I think he's at MIT doing an explanation of immigration, like globally.
Yeah.
Talking about the United States and like their immigration. And he goes, the idea of immigration is that you're helping to like bring people in to help them out of poor situations. But he talks about like the population increase of different countries around the world. And then being like, okay, well, we're taking in like less than 1% of any of these countries at one time.
Yeah.
And these countries are increasing by more than 1% every year.
Yeah.
So you're effectively doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you're actually better off to just not have any immigration, maintain your own economic security, have zero immigration. Like, you don't come to our country at all. You stay in your country.
Yeah.
And we will teach you how to fix your country so that it's better.
Yeah.
We'll show you how to put, like, infrastructure in place and education and shit like that. Like, build education systems. Like, that's humanitarian work. Bringing them here does nothing.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, I know I'm shitting on India today. I'm, like, I don't fucking hate Indians. I'm just...
Yeah.
It's a stupid situation because we're bringing... like literally millions and millions of Indians here. And it does nothing to help these people. And they're like, well, like we have to help India. Then help them.
Well,
then
I
help
don't even
them
think
as a
the line
country.
is that we're helping them.
No, that's the pitch from the government is that we're helping them and we're helping our economic situation. And we're doing neither of those things. No. We are not helping Indian people by bringing them here. What, 13% of them, something like that, end up homeless in the first 6 months because we have a housing crisis.
Yeah.
So they don't have homes. We promised them the fucking world. And then they show up and they're like, oh, you have no jobs and no homes. I have to drive fucking Uber to survive. And they've just spent their whole life savings getting over here. You're just fucking ruining someone's life voluntarily.
Yeah.
You want to help India? Go show them how to fucking not pollute and how to set up infrastructure. You'll change their fucking life.
Yeah.
Put in like proper manufacturing practice, like good manufacturing practice, and develop infrastructure. You'll create jobs. You'll reduce things like scamming, global scamming that comes out of India.
Yeah.
You might as well fucking delete Bangladesh because they're beyond the point of saving. Like,
Jesus.
It's what? That's a fucking fact, man. What's it called? Caraco? Or whatever the fuck the name of that city is, delete that fucking place. The entire city is infested with scam artists. There is no other infrastructure there. There's no other employment opportunity for these people. The Brits, fucking long time ago, ruined their opportunity. Like, it'll take 100 years to somewhat repair them.
Yeah.
You can repair places like in mainland India. You can help to reestablish like good living standard for these people. It's not unfathomable.
Yeah, the problem is it's short-sighted by voters, right?
Yeah.
But every time, because this would cost money to do, every time we spend money helping develop other countries, right? Because it's cheaper to do that than to fix the problems later, right?
Cheaper to do what?
To help developing countries in their country. It's cheaper for us to do that than to deal with the ramifications of poverty later.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it just comes across to voters short term that we're giving Canadian money away to other countries.
Yeah, which is such bullshit.
Which is bullshit but they can't see the big picture, right? And now you're the government that while we have homeless people is sending money overseas.
Yeah.
But they actually don't want money being sent overseas, and they actually don't want to help the homeless people either.
Yeah.
So it's disingenuous to listen to those people, but our politicians do, and that's why we don't do that.
Which
is a shame.
It is a shame because I look at our growing homeless population. I think it's very fathomable to help these people. Part of it is a legislation change. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say some outlandish shit here and say that you can't afford people who are homeless and mentally unstable the same rights as everyone else. You obviously have proven that you're unable to take care of yourself, and therefore I don't think you get to have the free will to decide that you do not want to receive care, and therefore you just don't receive care. I disagree.
Yeah.
It's a huge problem. Like, I understand that back in the 50s we were locking people up in insane asylums and never letting them out. That was bad. So have a fucking practice oversight. Have an entity that oversees medical or mental health.
Yeah, I just
care.
can't believe we got rid of that system and didn't replace it with anything.
Replace it with nothing. Just let these people go out into the streets, and then we're like, "Yep, good to go."
Yeah,
see you later.
We should have fixed that system
exactly.
instead of getting rid of it.
Why didn't you create a third? This is like the worst example ever, but it is super applicable. We created this. The U.S. created the CIA to oversee military operations to make sure everyone was doing what they were supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
that's what you do. That's how you develop as a country.
Yeah, it's checks and balances, right?
Yeah, okay, well, we need a third-party entity that their entire job is to just oversee mental health care and make sure that people are not being locked up unjustly for extended periods of time.
Yeah.
But you can't do what we've done and just give people no mental health care.
No.
It doesn't work. And so if you deal with this problem, I think if you dealt with that problem at a base and brought back substantial mental health care systems, I think that you would be able to justify okay, we're not going to be immigrating, 2 million people annually from places like India or wherever. Honestly, we bring people in from destroyed areas of the world and then are like, that's weird. Why don't they assimilate properly to society?
Well,
because they come from fucking hellholes, dude. Mm-hmm. You have to repair them at home.
Yeah. I think it's part of being a part of NATO or being a part of the UN or something is you have to take refugees, right?
Yeah.
Which is like we were taking, I think London took a couple dozen people from Syria.
Yeah.
During their civil war and stuff, which I'm not opposed to, right?
No.
If refugees show up.
I know a guy that was a Syrian refugee.
Right? that seems fine to me. Because I don't think that there's 50 million refugees a year.
It seems fine. It seems fine. I will say our system doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. We used to have a merit-based immigration system that was, world-renowned.
Yeah, the thing is they found loopholes in our immigration systems, and we've done nothing to close them.
Yeah, we've just exploited them. But I mean, for instance, with Syrian refugees, the guy I know, mm-hmm. And I know that this is the case with all of them, is that they bring them in. It was a sad situation, we did a lot with Syria way back in the day. World War II, Syria was a booming place. And they bring them in and then buy homes for them and then give them a base salary for the first 2 years.
Yeah.
So they get a paycheck at $55,000 a year or whatever for the first 2 years and own a house outright to start.
Yeah.
Well, you can't do that to a group of people and then expect that the people who already, like, let's call them the native residents of whatever, that they're not going to be mad. Like, how can you bring in a 30-year-old man and put him and his wife in a home and buy that house for them, and they own that house, and then you have, like, I'm almost 30. I don't own a fucking house. The government's not buying me a house. That's what people think, right? Right away. That, like, and it's irrefutable logic. Yeah. I've lived here my whole life and paid taxes into this system my whole life. I have worked my ass off my entire life. I don't own a house. Yeah. So how can I justify to myself, despite it being a humanitarian effort, that I'm okay with you spending that money to buy someone else a home, and I'm going to sit here and continue to pay taxes, and you're just not going to help me?
Because I think it would be a much larger drain on the system if they were to just become homeless or whatever. In the long term,
so
right?
Sure, but the alternative has been that we allow our homeless population to grow out of control. And another alternative is like that we just don't immigrate people. You just don't have that kind of immigration anymore. You go back to those super strict merit-based immigration where it's like, you can come here if you're a fucking doctor or an engineer. Yeah. Like, you know, you like what all the Nordic countries do. No, you don't see them catching shit for this. They're not catching fire for it.
My theory on it is I don't even think it's like a trying to help people out, or maybe that's just what, you know, the lip service is. Yeah. But I think when COVID happened, a lot of, like, working people realized the kind of power they could have in their workplace, right? Talking about, like, working from home, and then we had that, like, labor shortage that people talked about, and people were demanding more money to do, because COVID made people realize, like, I actually don't have to, like, eat a shit sandwich every day for $13 an hour. Yeah. Right? So people started demanding more, and then it was like, well, what if we just, like, brought a bunch of people here who are, like, happy to eat a shit sandwich and make barely any money, right? They diluted the labor pool. So now there was a surplus of labor, which means they can get away with paying lower
wages to everyone.
Lower wages to everyone. That's what I feel like
I thought this for a while
that low.
Yeah, I thought this for a while that it must be that
like
you're bringing
a servant class.
Yeah, you're bringing in people exactly who are make pennies and live in squalor. Well, you bring them here and say, "Yeah, oh, you want convenience? Mm-hmm. Okay, you can order everything we go out and get on a daily basis. You can order all of it to your house, and an Indian guy will come deliver it. As they're literal servants.
Yeah, because there was a time there.
It is very much like servant class. Like it's not racism. It's just a fact.
That's what we brought them here to do.
Yeah, they are servants.
They're at the first couple of years of COVID and stuff. There were fast food places with signs up being like $25 an hour full time. Yeah. To start. Because they were that desperate to have people come work for them.
I remember right after COVID, that I was getting paid shit wage at plumbing, and my buddy sent me a picture of a fucking A&W. I'm sure I still have the picture. Yeah. And it's like $22 an hour to come in and flip fucking patties. And I was like, are you kidding me, man?
Yeah, but that's, A&W wouldn't offer that if they couldn't afford it.
Yeah, exactly. This is what kills me. They must have a large enough profit margin to always be paying that much, and they choose not to.
Yeah. It's this lie that they push, right? Where it's like, well, if you raise wages, then the price of the burgers is going to go up.
No, you raise the price of the burger because you want to keep your profit margins insanely
You were going to raise the price anyways.
Yeah, you were going to do it anyways, exactly.
Right? So that's showing that your boss at the plumbing place was a piece of shit. Yeah. Not,
a piece of shit. Mike Mansfield.
Say his fucking name out here.
No, we can't. Actually, he might sue our ass.
I'll take that out. Because he is a piece of shit.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say his name,
would sue our
but
ass.
He fucking sucks. Yeah. Fuck you. You know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my take on it. That's because now, the average working person doesn't have a bargaining platform anymore right now. Yeah. There are people that are just begging to have a job.
Yeah, it has like kind of flipped it on its head.
And leaders in that business have said that too. It's like we need to, during COVID, they were like, this is getting out of hand. We need to renegotiate that, the employees need the employer and not the other way around. Because it was swinging to where employers were needing employees.
Yeah.
right? And good
And
employees were just shopping around and finding whoever would
Yeah,
pay them.
God forbid the power is in the hands of the people, eh?
It was for like a year, and they were like, fuck that.
Yeah,
No.
we were close.
We were close. I really feel like something could have happened there.
Yeah.
Right? And, we did negotiate, like, on a whole, some things didn't get negotiated.
Trades
Working
did
from
bump. Unionized trades all bumped.
All
in
bumped.
that time, they capitalized on that opportunity and were
home,
like,
as they should have.
yeah, like remember all the construction stopped downtown?
Yeah.
Where they all went to, all the buildings just stopped, all our high rises. There was nothing getting built. Well, what happened was all the guys who did concrete forming and shit were like, it's so labor intensive. You can't do it forever. You can't pay people a mediocre wage for something.
They're going to have to retire at like 40.
They're going to have to retire at 40, 45 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Like 50's crazy to expect them to work that long. So you have to give them a wage that's worth a lifetime of work at that level because it's so hard on their body.
Mm-hmm.
And so they negotiated up to like, I think they're at $63 an hour, like really high. That's crazy high. But they only work for like 20 years.
Yeah.
And then they're done. And they kind of retire and they die at fucking 60.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's sad, but that's right. It's the same thing that happened up north with miners a long time ago.
Yeah.
That happened a long time ago. That miners accepted that, okay, I want to keep mining. I don't mind the work, but I'm going to be dead by 65. Like, their retirement age isn't 65. Their retirement age is like 45.
Yeah.
And they spend the last 20 years of their life enjoying, and then they die.
Yeah.
If they make it to 65, which a lot of them
You just
don't.
breathed in coal your whole
Yeah,
life.
they breathe in fucking silica and shit from mines.
Yeah.
It's terrible, and it makes your hands go white, and they fucking die of cancer.
Yeah, because like mines don't get mined without miners, and like concrete doesn't get formed without concrete formers.
Yeah,
right?
you don't build anything.
You
without
don't build
concrete
anything,
formers.
and usually when these unions, one of them walks out like that, the rest will go with them.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, exactly.
They like stand in solidarity with each other. But yeah, that's my, especially like skilled trades and stuff. They got a leg up, right?
Yeah.
They had that because they had a skilled trade. But a lot of like entry level minimum wage
Got
shit
fucked.
just got fucked because we can bring someone else in who can do that. Right? It's not like you went to school for this. It's not like you like had an apprenticeship and learned this.
Yeah.
Right? This can be picked up by somebody who can do a pretty fair job in a couple of months. Like, we'll just bring them in to do it.
Yeah, and we'll pay them half the price.
We'll pay them half the price. Oh, and they'll never ask for more.
Yeah.
Because we'll just bring someone else in to take it from them.
Well,
if they ask for more.
And the other thing is, they'll never ask for more because we'll just bring them in from places where this is a crazy standard of living for them.
Exactly.
Yeah, what it was is, I guess, in summary, a voluntary decision to lower the average standard of living for Canadians.
Yeah, to saturate the labor pool.
Yeah, and in turn, you lower the standard of living for Canadians, and
Yeah.
you just bring in more people with lower expectations than what the people who are already here have.
But all the people that this is benefiting do not give a fuck if
Yeah.
my standard of living drops 20%. They don't give a
People
fuck.
need to get off fucking millionaire and billionaire dicks. Not so much millionaires, because millionaire doesn't mean that much anymore. But you need to get off billionaires' dicks.
Because they don't give a fuck about
They couldn't
you.
give less of a
They're
fuck what happens
actively
to us.
disgusted by you, most
Yeah.
likely.
Usually they look and are like, wow, look at these fucking retards. I can't believe that they
Yeah.
haven't figured it out.
If I were able to employ robots to run my whole business, I would.
Yeah, they're like, I wouldn't hire anyone. I would
Mm-hmm.
have endless slavery.
Yeah.
Like, why would... You know what I mean? The only reason that there is not slavery is because the people keep it from happening.
Paying minimum wage is like dudes that bang 18-year-olds. If you could go lower, you would.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep, that's true. Yeah.
That's what minimum wage means to me. Is like if it was legal for you to pay me less, you would.
Yeah. That's why, like, the kitchen I'm at,
Mm-hmm.
that chef refuses... Not even the dishwashers make minimum wage.
No, they
he
shouldn't.
refuses to. He's like,
It's
no
not
one
a
should
minimum,
make
it's not a minimum wage job.
Yeah, no one should make minimum wage.
If you've worked with like good back of house people,
Yeah.
you realize that that's not a minimum wage
No, it's
job.
a skilled trade.
It's a skilled trade. It's fucking hard. The
Yeah.
hours suck. You work holidays. You work a lot.
Yeah, you work a lot of hours.
You work a lot of hours. It's mentally taxing,
Yeah.
right? You work long days. It's not a minimum wage job.
No, and
And
it's
I'll
not a
stand
fucking
by that.
cakewalk.
It's not a cakewalk, right?
Yeah.
Everyone talks about like flipping burgers and Dunkin' fries is like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
But like if you're like actually working in a professional back of house environment, it's very hard work.
Yeah. Yeah, it is for sure.
Most people don't realize.
I
They
love
don't
it.
appreciate it.
I love it, and that's why I still do it. Yeah, but it's hard.
Yeah, but there's a pride to be taken in working like that too.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That was a quote from a bartender I used to work with. Was, when back of house people kind of get like high on themselves and get a little uppity and stuff. It's like, well, fucking give them their pride because that's really all they've got.
yeah.
Fucking
Fair.
let them go because they're not making a ton of money and they don't have a good like work-life balance. So
Yeah,
Fucking give
yeah.
'em
This
that.
is all they have is the pride in their work,
yeah,
which is the true craftsman.
the true crafts.
It is. That's the true. Like that's the definition of a craftsman.
That's all you have
right?
is pride in what you do.
Yeah, you don't you don't make a lot of money. You work way too much, but you have pride in your product.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that the quote to end on?
Yeah, I
Two
suppose.
true craftsmen. All right, well,
folks, stay reasonable.
keep doubting. We love you.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Reasonable Doubt Podcast. If you guys like funny, hilarious